Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down here for this offense. They'll test the right side here. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football, and we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense, it puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. A short completion of the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
Good job up front by this offensive line and good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
Receiver makes the catch. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He's got it now inside the 15. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Canes. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Handoff from the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off a play.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This quarterback on fire today. Lining up to try the extra point. And it's up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Enough for a first down at the 37.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
It's a shotgun run call. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Got the first down, now looking for more. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
They're going to run it here. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And that run produces a decent gain.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
The important third down play coming up. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Dropping back, it's Sampson. Grab made by the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the quarterback dropping back. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Now here's the toss play. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away. We'll call for the fair catch here. The Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Here comes a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Lets it go quickly. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And they'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also
cannot escape, and down he goes. Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Eludes the rush, and the protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field in that third down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's fourth down and long.
And that sets up a return. And the returner will be brought down. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Bringing pressure. Fighting off the defender. And he just throws it away.
This quarterback didn't have much time at all. I thought it was going to be an easy sack for the defense, but he shows you his strength and his athletic ability and instincts to be able to pull out of that, somehow avoid the sack and get rid of the ball.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they have had over the years.
Play action here on first down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. First down play, not a good one. Looking at second and long here. To throw, it's Sampson. The pass rush closing in. And we're able to get him down.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Boy, quarterback's best friend is a big target on third down. Nice job of finding the tight end and that big target, and he picks up the first down.
They call the draw play here. Fights off a defender.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He'll hand it off. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Buckeyes hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Goal line formation for the defense. And the quarterback just sneaks it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's going to pull it down and run. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Third down play for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Screen to the receiver in the flat. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, a lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible. Put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle or two on the outside and get a big play.
To throw, it's Sampson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense now operating in empty. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32. Buckeyes with first and 10 here.
A nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Pass complete. It's second down now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And now they'll set up for the point after. Oh, he's missed it. Extra point is no good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. You'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. He's running out of time here. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Throws it to the right. Makes the catch downfield. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down. Looking to throw the football. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Miami. No chance to catch it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to pass here. And the pass falls incomplete on the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to get the second half going. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Trying to build in a positive first half for this offense to see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Again, he makes it second and medium. Scanning the field, it's Sampson. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He'll go down, but he does have first down yardage.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks a tackle into the clear. And they're finally able to stop him. But great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The Buckeyes are going to cash in here in the red zone. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackle, but first down.
Now, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Sampson. Defense is coming after him. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They'll run it from the gun. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21. Important second down play coming up. And the single back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's a quick grab. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They love to produce some points and build this lead, but also work on the clock here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up the first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to throw. It's Sampson. Receiver makes the grab. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just have him. Performances.
Second down play coming up.
Ready, set. Fire.
The back's got it. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach fourth quarter offense all year long, the importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on third downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Buckeyes. To stretch the lead, the route is on. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Trying to extend the play. He lets it go on the move. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I'd love to see is this offense is not giving up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the fourth quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
Handoff running right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Can he get there on the ground? Good enough for first down yardage.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got that first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown for the U. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And they've got him behind the line. There is a penalty marker, but if it's on the offense, it'll be a change of possession. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Runs right over the defender. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
But we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff as he try to work the clock here. Powerful running here. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Buckeyes have first and 10 here. And he's got it again. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. You're pounding away with the running game. It's first and 10. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So second and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He's going to hand this off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Now it's third and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Can he make it to the marker?
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. It's a fake. Can he make it? Took a shot, but the gamble doesn't work, and that decision will be questioned. Pass on the field goal try. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback looking to scramble. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk. They looked pretty good out there today in a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things